Hello and welcome to another video from Alberta Bushcrafter. This is the fourth video in a series of videos on saws. And today we're going to do something a little different. I know it's a little dark, it's actually quite overcast out here today. But I deal with a fourth kind of saw, and this one is a little different. These are wire saws and pocket chainsaws. Now, I've heard good and bad about both of these. I've heard a lot of negative reviews about the wire saws because, you know, they'll fit in a paracord survival bracelet, or a survival kit, but I've heard that they can be quite flimsy, and this is just a regular wire saw I picked up. It's $3-4 bucks, and all it really is, yeah, it's a wire with little burrs on it. So we're going to see how this one cuts. What I'm really looking forward to, on the other hand, I'm not so much looking forward to this. I think I'm going to break this thing. On the other hand, there have been a lot of improvements on the pocket chainsaw. Now, a lot of people say, "Oh, that's a chainsaw blade with a couple of rings." Well, no, actually, it's not. This was actually given to me by one of my subscribers. Thanks to Jesse over at Wholesale Sports again. And we tried this one out in the store, and it is very good. It's very aggressive. It does a good job. So we're going to see how it works in just a little piece of green wood and maybe a piece of hardwood. And we'll see if this one even lasts. So let's give them a test drive. This is my first time using either one of these saws. Actually, I've used a wire saw sometime about 20 years ago, but, well, never used a pocket chainsaw. So let's see how they work. Okay, so we're going to give this a try. I've got the wire saw here, you can see. We're just going to see how well it cuts. See, already in green wood, I can find it likes to bind quite severely. Well, I can already tell you this is an absolute last resort saw. Maybe we'll get better results in dry wood. I don't know, but I'm not going to bother with that anymore. Okay, time for the pocket chainsaw. Now this design, and this is an NDOR or Endor saw. Nice saw. Not as many teeth as some of the others. Here we go. Okay, well, I guess we'll start there. And believe it or not, well, that's our other piece. It's binding something fierce. And the saw, as you can see, is messing up. So we'll give this another try. Boy, this blade can get kinky real quick. Try it again. No, it's binding in that cut something fierce, and it's the right side up and everything. It's just so not great for greenwood, I'll tell you. So we'll pause for a second. Try some dry wood. Okay, here we go again. Here's the wire saw. Not holding out a lot of hope for it. I got this one in tight. Now I'm trying to keep the blade as as straight as possible. I'm standing right over it. See how it's grabbing like that? Nope. I am not a fan. I'm not even going to bother. Now let's see how the pocket chainsaw does. I have a suspicion that these are better for standing wood than wood that's lying down because it tends to grab. And the other thing is, it's very difficult to hold a piece of wood like you do with a one-handed saw when you have two hands on the blade, which just wrapped itself around my tripod. Okay, we'll give it a try. All's fair. Well, I'll find a spot. Okay. We'll keep trying. Now I don't get it. This is soft, dry wood. Okay. Not great. By comparison, Silky Pocket Boy. So much for that. Take that, pocket chainsaw and wire saw. I beat you with Japanese technology here. See that? It's a great little saw. Well, that's our video on the pocket chainsaw and the so-called survival saw. You know how they say let the saw do all the work? That's not the case with these. I've always thought them to be pretty gimmicky, and no offense to the manufacturers, but they kind of are. My apologies to my buddy Jesse who gave me this. This is going in my bug out bag just for emergencies and so on, but doesn't quite do the job. Sorry, bud. It's a nice little saw, it's a nice looking little saw, but tons of work to make this thing work. Whereas something like this, just about effortless. I think I'm going to stick with my Silky Pocket Boy. You can hear me, I'm a little out of breath. That's actually a fair bit of effort even to cut through a 2-inch stick, and that was actually a 1.5-inch stick. Whew. So, thanks for watching another video from Alberta Bushcrafter. I'm Dean. Take care. Thank you very much again. And good day.